How often do you think about stairs? Probably not very often. You go up them, you go down them, pretty straightforward. They've been around since the Neolithic era, when someone decided to stack incrementally larger stones to reach a higher place. But I have had a stair revelation. See, last week I was the keynote speaker for the Stair Builders and Manufacturers Association annual conference. And yes, that is a thing. And I learned so much about stairs. Like, did you know that if a step is off in height, either too tall or too short, by just 3/8 of an inch, it's enough to cause people to trip? We get so used to the exact height of stairs that even a tiny deviation throws us off and sends us tumbling. Which is why stairs are the second leading cause of injury in the United States, just behind car accidents, leading to over 1 million injuries every year and over 12,000 fatalities. Stairs aren't messing around. There's a whole community with a subreddit and a Facebook group called Death Stairs, dedicated to highlighting the many sketchy stairs of the world. But at the Stair Builders Conference, I learned just how much science and testing and craftsmanship go into making stairs safe. And in contrast to Death Stairs, there are the Staircraft Awards, where the fanciest, coolest stairs get highlighted and given awards, including a hidden staircase built into a kitchen island where the top of the island lifts off on this crazy mechanism and a door opens in the side of it and you can go down the stairs into a secret room and it's all code compliant and perfectly legal and safe. Which is wild. But this video isn't actually just my personal love letter to stairs, because it isn't about stairs. What this made me think about is how many things in my life I just assume work. Now, there are obvious things like electricity and internet and indoor plumbing and climate control, but we think about those things because sometimes we don't have them. You might go for a hike and be like, wow, air conditioning and plumbing is nice. Or the power might go out and it's like, wow, it's so cool that I can usually just flip a switch and have all these things, and I miss that now that I don't have it. But I'm meaning even more mundane things. Because you never worry that your stairs are gonna go out. Hopefully, they just are. They just work. You can probably look around the room you're in and see some other examples. Water bottles and doorknobs and drywall and spoons. Things that just are. They are so simple and steady and reliable, but in reality, there's a whole industry dedicated to making them work. There are people studying them and testing them and going to conferences to discuss better ways to make and use them. And we just take it all for granted without ever really thinking about it. We just assume that they'll always be there. Never really take the time to appreciate them. And we do the exact same thing to people. See? There's the tie-in. You thought this whole thing was going to be about stairs, didn't you? But no! It was an elaborate and weird metaphor. Often, the steadiest and most reliable people in our lives are the ones we overlook the most. We take them for granted and assume that they will always be there. Bosses do it when they keep piling more and more work on their best employees without showing them any of the appreciation or compensation that they deserve. Spouses and partners often forget to take the time to show each other they care, or even just say thank you for the little things, because we assume that that's just part of their job as a partner. That's how it goes. They'll just always be there, but they won't be if we don't take care of them. Just like the stairs aren't safe without all of the craftsmanship and time spent behind the scenes, your relationships won't be healthy if you neglect them. So if you want someone in your life to know that you appreciate them, that you care, you can just send them this video, preferably with almost no context, except for maybe a cryptic message like, "You are stairs." So they open it and they're like, what on earth is happening? But then they get to this end part and they're like, aw. And it'll be really sweet.